You want to make your first million. Not someday. Not as a vague dream. You want a real, measurable, earned first million. And if you're a founder, you've probably heard every explanation in the book. It's luck. It's timing. It's having the perfect idea at the perfect moment. It's knowing the right people. It's being born in the right place. Here's what I've learned, and what today's episode is really about. The first million is not a lottery ticket. It's a system. It's habits. It's decisions you make over and over, especially when nobody is clapping for you. Welcome to Scale Up Stories. I'm Sakil. And this is episode 45, The First Million. Now, a quick setup. In episode 43, we talked about starting before you feel ready. In episode 44, we talked about starting with $0. This episode is what comes after that. You started. You shipped. You got a customer. Maybe a handful. So the real question becomes, how do you cross the gap? How do you go from your first customer to your first million? To break that down, I'm joined by Daisy. Daisy has made her first million more than once. She's built businesses from 0 to 7 figures, and she's also studied hundreds of founders who tried and didn't get there. Not from a judgment place. From a pattern recognition place. Daisy, welcome back.
Thanks, Sakil. I love this topic because it's the part nobody wants to admit is kind of unsexy. People want to hack. But the first million is usually earned in the boring middle.
That phrase, the boring middle, is painfully accurate. So let's get right into it. When you look at the founders who hit $1 million in revenue and the ones who don't, what actually separates them?
Most people assume the difference is intelligence, or some genius strategy, or being in the right market at the right time. And yes, timing matters sometimes. Luck exists. But the consistent difference I see is habits and execution. The founders who win do certain things daily. Not occasionally. Daily.
So we're not saying ideas don't matter. We're saying ideas don't carry you. Habits carry you.
Exactly. The first million is basically a stress test on consistency. Can you keep doing the right actions when they don't pay off immediately?
Okay. Let's structure this episode in 2 big parts. Part 1, the habits of $1 million founders. Part 2, the decisions that actually move the needle. Not the billion-dollar choices, not the Silicon Valley fantasy decisions. The real ones you face from 0 to 1 million.
Perfect.
Part 1, habits. If someone listening says, just tell me what to do every day, what do you tell them?
First habit. They talk to customers constantly. Not once a quarter. Not only when growth is flat. Constantly. They're obsessed with customer reality, not founder fantasy. They don't rely on what they hope is true. They check what is true.
And customer obsession is a phrase people throw around. But what does it look like for real?
It looks like calls, DMs, watching how someone uses your product, reading support tickets, following up after a refund, asking why someone didn't buy, asking why someone did. $1 million founders don't treat that as a chore. They treat it like their lab.
Habit number 2?
They ship and improve fast. The thing that kills founders is waiting for confidence. Winners don't wait for confidence. They build confidence by shipping.
So action creates clarity, not the other way around.
Yes, and they keep their cycle tight. Build, sell, learn, refine. Over and over.
What's another daily pattern you see?
They track the few numbers that matter and ignore vanity metrics. $1 million isn't a vibe. It's math. They know, weekly at minimum, what's coming in, what's going out, which channel brings customers, where churn is happening, and what conversion rate they're actually getting.
This is where people get weird. They'll check likes 20 times a day, but avoid opening their bank dashboard.
Exactly. A $1 million founder has a different relationship with truth. They don't flinch. They want the numbers because the numbers tell you what to fix.
Okay, that's 3. Customer contact, fast iteration, and metric discipline. Keep going.
They protect focus aggressively. If you want your first million, you have to say no to good opportunities so you can say yes to the one that compounds.
That's hard because early on, every opportunity feels like oxygen.
Totally. But what I see is this. Founders who don't make it often run 10 little experiments forever. Founders who do make it pick 1 or 2 that work and then push them until they break through.
So focus isn't a personality trait. It's a decision you make repeatedly.
Yes, and it's enforced with your calendar.
What else goes into the habit stack?
Personal accountability. The best founders I've met don't outsource responsibility. If sales are down, they don't blame the market first. They ask, what did we stop doing? What did we fail to learn? What did we assume?
That's a big one. Because it changes your energy. Instead of powerless, you become effective.
Right. Accountability is basically a superpower. It makes you coachable by reality.
Okay, give me another habit that's underrated.
They do daily sales activity. Not necessarily daily closing, but daily selling. Reaching out. Writing. Partnerships. Demos. Following up. Improving the offer. Testing pricing. $1 million demands consistent distribution.
That's a line, consistent distribution. People love product. They avoid distribution.
Because distribution is rejection. But the founders who make it build a tolerance for rejection the way athletes build endurance.
All right, we're building a real picture here. What about mental models? You mentioned earlier the difference isn't just tactics, it's how they think.
One model is compounding. $1 million founders don't treat their day like a random collection of tasks. They ask, if I do this every day for a year, what happens? If the answer is, nothing meaningful, they stop doing it.
So they choose actions that stack. Not actions that entertain.
Exactly. Another model is opportunity cost. Whenever they say yes, they're aware they're saying no to something else. That awareness sharpens decisions.
Let's talk psychology. Because making your first million is not just a business problem. It's an identity problem.
It is. Your brain will try to protect you. It will tell you to play small, to avoid discomfort, to delay the hard conversations. The founders who win build a relationship with discomfort. They stop treating it like a red light and start treating it like a compass.
Meaning, if it feels scary, it might be the exact thing you need to do.
Often, yes. Like raising your prices. Like firing a toxic client. Like asking for the sale. Like admitting your positioning isn't clear.
I want to zoom in on milestones. Because founders listening might be at 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000. What changes when you cross 100,000 in revenue?
100,000 is where you stop being able to rely on pure hustle. Hustle gets you started. But after a point, you need repeatability. That's where you start documenting what works, tightening your offer, creating a consistent acquisition channel, and building simple systems so you don't reinvent your week every week.
And what changes at $1 million?
At $1 million, your bottleneck is almost never the idea. It's capacity, leadership, and focus. You have to become a better manager of attention. You have to build a team or at least a structure that can deliver consistently. And you have to stop treating every new idea as urgent.
So the first $1 million forces you to evolve as a person.
Yes, and that's why persistence matters. Because you don't just grind through tasks. You grind through becoming the version of you who can hold that level.
Let's transition into part 2, the decisions that matter. The forks in the road where founders either gain leverage or lose months.
This is my favorite part because most founders don't fail from one giant mistake. They fail from a series of slow, expensive decisions.
Decision number 1, when to say no. What do you tell founders to say no to?
Say no to custom work that pulls you away from your core offer, unless it's strategically chosen and priced to create leverage. Say no to audiences that don't buy. Say no to marketing channels you can't commit to long enough to learn. Say no to partnerships that sound exciting but don't have a clear path to customers.
That's hard because early revenue feels like proof.
Totally. But you have to ask, is this revenue building my business or renting my time? If it's renting your time, it might pay today and bankrupt your focus tomorrow.
Decision number 2, when to say yes. When is it right to lean in?
When you see pull. Not just interest. Pull. People are paying without begging. Referrals start happening. You can predict where next month's customers will come from. When that happens, the correct move is often to double down, not diversify.
So the question is this repeatable?
Exactly. Repeatable beats exciting.
Let's talk hiring. Every founder asks, when do I hire? What's the million-dollar answer?
Hire when it removes a constraint that's actively blocking revenue or delivery quality. Not when you feel busy. Busy is normal. Hire when there's a bottleneck. Leads aren't being followed up. Customers aren't being onboarded properly. Product is breaking. Support is drowning. You can't ship improvements.
And on the flip side, what's a common hiring mistake before the first million?
Hiring to avoid discomfort. Like hiring a salesperson before you've proven your pitch. Or hiring marketing before you know your message. If the founder can't sell it, the team will struggle too.
Okay. Money. Raising versus bootstrapping. When does raising actually make sense on the road to your first million?
Raising makes sense when capital has a clear job. Not a vague job like, grow. A clear job like, we have a channel with known unit economics and we need to pour fuel on it. Or we need to hire to meet demand that already exists. If you raise money to search for the business model, you often just buy a more expensive version of confusion.
Buying a more expensive version of confusion is painfully accurate. Next decision, pivot or persist. How do founders know when they should pivot versus stay the course?
Pivot when you're consistently pushing and not learning. Or you're learning and the learning keeps pointing to the same dead end. Persist when there's evidence of value but your execution is the problem. Like messaging is unclear, targeting is off, pricing is off, follow-up is weak, onboarding is sloppy.
So if the product works for some people, the question becomes, can you find more of those people and serve them better?
Yes, and that's where founders waste time. They pivot when they should refine. Or they refine when they should pivot.
Let's hit opportunity cost. Every decision has a price, even the ones that feel harmless.
Exactly. Like launching on 5 platforms. That sounds ambitious, but the cost is depth. One platform with consistency for 6 months often beats 5 platforms for 6 weeks.
Or saying yes to calls that aren't sales calls.
Yes. If your calendar is full but your pipeline is empty, your calendar is lying to you.
Let's talk speed. You mentioned faster decisions. How do million-dollar founders decide faster without being reckless?
They shrink the decision. They run a small test instead of a big debate. Instead of asking, should we rebuild the entire product? They ask, what's the smallest change that proves whether customers want this feature? Instead of asking, should we enter a new market? They ask, can we sell this offer to 10 people in that market in the next 14 days?
So they turn opinions into experiments.
Exactly. And they set decision deadlines. Endless thinking is a form of fear.
All right, how do you know if you're on the right path? Because a lot of founders feel like they're wandering in the dark.
You're on the right path when effort produces learning and learning produces improved results. your conversion rate improves. Your sales cycle shortens. Your retention gets better. Your referrals increase. Even if revenue isn't exploding yet, you can see the machine tightening.
And if you're not on track, how do you course correct without panicking?
Go back to fundamentals. Tighten the offer. Talk to customers. Fix the top of the funnel or the onboarding, whichever is the constraint. Most course corrections aren't dramatic. They're small, repeated improvements done consistently for weeks.
Before we wrap, I want to address the elephant in the room, timing and luck. Are we ignoring them?
No. Luck is real. Timing is real. But founders overcredit them because it's emotionally easier. What you can control is skill and behavior. And the funny thing is, the more you improve skill and behavior, the more you seem to get lucky.
Because you're in motion. You're visible. You're making offers. You're meeting people. You're learning.
Yes. Luck can't find you if you're hiding.
Let's leave people with something concrete. If someone listening wants to start today, what's the simplest daily checklist that moves them toward their first million?
Talk to one customer or potential customer every day. Do one meaningful sales activity every day. Improve one piece of your offer or delivery every day. Review your core numbers weekly. And protect at least one block of deep work daily.
And if they do that long enough, the outcome changes.
Yes, that's the point. The first million is built from days that look unimpressive on their own.
Last question. Why do so many founders fail before they reach the first million?
They quit too early, they chase too many things, and they avoid the uncomfortable habits: selling, focusing, measuring, and being accountable. Most people don't fail because they can't do it. They fail because they stop doing it.
That right there is the heart of this episode. Making your first million isn't random. It's repeatable. It's learnable. It's habits. It's decisions. It's what you do when nobody's watching. This is Scale Up Stories, episode 45, The First Million with Daisy. Coming in 2 parts, the habits and the decisions that lead to 7-figure success. Your first million doesn't start when you hit some magical milestone. It starts with what you choose to practice today.